So, lads, it's that time of the year again where Caitlin Clark is now scheduled to play some golf. Or it's the golf tour again. So, Caitlin Clark is returning to the Annika to participate in the LPGA's Pro-Am November the 12th.
Well, here we go again with Caitlin Clark. She just shook up the entire sports world. And get this, it had nothing to do with basketball this time. Her surprise appearance at an LPGA event had everyone buzzing. The media was going absolutely wild. And honestly, the WNBA looked like they totally forgot how to even tweet. So, here's a real question for you. Did the LPGA seriously do a better job promoting Caitlin Clark than her own league? Let's break this down. Because what went down at that LPGA Prom wasn't just some regular celebrity golf thing.
Here, Caitlin Clark will compete in the Annika Pro-Am. This is gonna be fire. Y'all know she set the whole golf world on fire last year, had everybody tuned in. The ratings jumped up crazy. They jumped up.
What's crazy is it turned into a full-on marketing masterclass. Seriously, the WNBA just got schooled right in their own backyard.
Next on the tee, Caitlin Clark.
Listen, Caitlin Clark just showed up, swung a golf club, and flashed a smile. And somehow she completely turned the world of women's sports upside down. This event was actually supposed to be super low-key, just a fun little charity prom with a few athletes and golf stars. Nothing major at all. But the second Caitlin's name hit that invite list, everything changed. The fans absolutely went nuts. Thousands started asking how they could watch, how they could attend, and if it would even be streamed. It got so wild that the LPGA, which wasn't even planning to televise it, had to totally change their setup. All because of one player. And guess what? It totally worked.
Thank you. Caitlin Clark brought her golf game to the LPGA Tour today, playing in a Pro-Am that attracted a bigger crowd than the tour often gets. Clark played at the back nine at Pelican Golf Club with Nelly Korda. She's the #1 player in women's golf.
We'll definitely take some of that. Thanks. Meanwhile, the WNBA was completely silent. Not a single tweet, not a post, not even congratulations on the league that honestly owes half its record viewership to her. And fans noticed fast. People started asking, why is the LPGA celebrating her harder than her own league? And you know what? That's a totally fair question because the LPGA didn't just invite Caitlin. They literally built the entire event around her. She was the face of their promotions. They posted clips, made graphics, and gave her prime coverage. They did everything the WNBA has pretty much refused to do all season. And the reaction to all of it just proved how powerful that approach was.
I wanted to come say hi and introduce myself. I play out here on tour. I'm Maria.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for being out here. It's very cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass on and off the field. But now,
And here's the Caitlin Clark effect, Morgan, with Maria Fossey and other players out here following.
That's good.
A lot of fun. Made it easy.
Annika, could I steal you for a second? I don't think I'll have like bigger. I can't say bad stuff on TV, but badasses once together. We're doing a fun like quickie on that side. There we go. Yeah. I'm next. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
I mean, I said it, the buzz from the players
over here, so.
I'm distracting you.
for
No, y'all are trying to get
has
finished.
been huge.
Somebody take this picture.
By the way, Allie, an outstanding
let's do
point
it.
guard in her own right in Fulton, Mississippi.
Hang tight.
All state.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. Good luck.
And get this, when Caitlin teed off, that crowd looked just like a mini rock concert. There were signs, cheers, chants. It was wild. It was like she was playing in the Final Four again. Except this time it wasn't basketball fans. It was golf fans losing their minds over her swing. The LPGA instantly capitalized on all that energy. They posted highlight clips of her laughing with fans, signing autographs, taking selfies, even joking about her golf form. The caption they used, "Queen of the court, meet Queen of the course." That's exactly how you do it. They took her massive popularity and turned it into a win for absolutely everyone. The LPGA got exposure to a brand new audience. Caitlin looked like a global ambassador for women's sports, and fans just loved every single second of it. And let's be real, the LPGA really needed this kind of boost. Golf isn't exactly known for trending online, but Caitlin changed that overnight. For 2 straight days, she was everywhere. ESPN, Bleacher Report, Yahoo Sports, Golf Digest, all talking about her swing, her smile, her personality. Even people who'd never watched a single golf match were suddenly talking about the LPGA. That, my friends, is what happens when you truly understand star power. And that's exactly what the WNBA still hasn't figured out. Because while the LPGA was trending for embracing Caitlin, the WNBA honestly looked like it was hiding in the shadows, pretending not to notice. No mention, no cross-promotion, not a single highlight clip, absolutely nothing. It's almost like they're allergic to good PE. And that's what has fans so incredibly frustrated. This whole thing wasn't even just about golf, you know? It was about opportunity. The LPGA saw a huge chance to connect their sport to a whole new audience, and they grabbed it with both hands. The WNBA, on the other hand, has spent the last year acting like Caitlin Clark's fame is some kind of problem they need to manage instead of something they should actually celebrate. Remember how the league barely promoted her games early in the season? Or how they seemed to refuse to post her highlight moments unless they absolutely had to? And how the commissioner herself even had to clarify comments about not centering the league around one player. Yeah, all of that. And now they're sitting there watching another sport use that exact same one player to dominate national headlines. That's why people are saying the WNBA looks panicked, because deep down they know exactly what they're losing. This LPGA event proved once again that Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's a brand. She's a movement. She's a walking marketing machine. Wherever she goes, fans. And when she steps outside the WNBA bubble, like she just did, people definitely notice how much more appreciated she looks. At the LPGA, she was treated like royalty. Smiling athletes, supportive interviews, fans cheering. Nobody was saying her spotlight was too bright. Nobody was whining about media attention. It was just pure celebration. And honestly, that's what stings, because the LPGA didn't hesitate for a second. They knew exactly what they had. They put her right in the spotlight, and they thanked her for it. Meanwhile, the WNBA's response to this massive crossover moment, complete silence. You'd think they'd at least retweet a golf clip and say, "Our girl Caitlin's taking to a fairway." But nope, nothing. Fans call him out instantly. Comments just flooded their official page. Why are you pretending she doesn't exist? You should be thanking her for the record ratings. LPGA doing your job better than you. And none of that is wrong, because this was the easiest PR one imaginable. All they had to do was post something, anything, and they could have shared the moment. But instead, they looked totally disconnected from their own biggest star. And that's where this turns from funny to kind of sad, because Caitlin isn't trying to embarrass her league. She's not being controversial. She's not complaining. She's just doing what she's always done, showing up, working hard, and making people care about women's sports. But every time another organization embraces her, like the LPGA just did, it just makes the WNBA's silence look even worse. And let's be honest, it's not like Caitlin's fame hurts anyone. When she trends, everyone wins. Her games draw millions of viewers. Her jersey sells out. Her interviews boost the league's exposure. So why fight it? Why pretend she's not the face of the sport when she clearly is? It's like the WNBA is scared to admit what every fan already knows, that Caitlin Clark is the best thing to happen to the league in years. And if they don't start acting like it, they might just lose her attention to organizations that actually know what to do with it. Because right now, the LPGA looks like the model for how to treat women athletes with respect, appreciation, and smart marketing. They didn't make it awkward. They didn't overthink it. They just said, she's a star, she's here, let's celebrate it. That's meanwhile, the WNBA is out here turning silence into a total PR disaster. Fans are angry. Sports media is pointing fingers. And even neutral analysts are saying what everyone's thinking. The LPGA made the WNBA look completely out of touch. And that's not Caitlin's fault. It's the league. Because this whole event showed one simple truth. When you actually celebrate your stars, your sport grows. When you try to hide them, you absolutely fall behind. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Because the LPGA didn't just invite Caitlin for a quick cameo. They strategically made her the absolute centerpiece. They paired her with Nelly Korda, the top golfer in the world. That's like putting Caitlin Clark and A.A. Wilson on the same court and saying, go break the internet. The moment those two teed off, the event stopped being just a golf tournament and turned into a cultural crossover. The LPGA wasn't just hosting a game, they were hosting a moment. Photos of Caitlin and Nelly smiling, laughing, and walking the course started flooding social media. Every outlet, ESPN, Bleacher Report, Barstool, you name it, was posting it. Even people who didn't know a single golf rule were commenting things like, I don't even watch golf, but this is iconic. And that's the whole point. Caitlin made people care. The LPGA leaned into that energy like total pros. They posted clips behind the scenes, videos, and quotes from Caitlin talking about how much fun she was having. They promoted her like she was one of their own. They totally got they knew Caitlin wasn't taking attention away from golf. She was bringing it. Meanwhile, back in WNBA land, it's just crickets. Their silence made fans furious because if there's one thing Caitlin Clark has proven, it's that when she wins, the entire league win. The LPGA understood that instantly. They saw an opportunity to blend audiences, basketball fans meeting golf fans, and it paid off big time. Ticket sales spiked. Social media engagement tripled. Merchandise sold out. The LPGA literally turned Caitlin's appearance into a growth event for their sport. They even gained new followers from overseas because of all the buzz she brought. That's not luck. That's smart, calculated marketing. Now, compare that with how the WNBA has handled Caitlin since day one. They've treated her like a handle with care project instead of the global star she's become. Instead of pushing her as a main ambassador for the league, they've tried to dilute her spotlight, hoping everyone gets equal attention. But that's not how sports stardom work. Every league has a face, a person that draws fans in. The NBA had Jordan, then Kobe, then LeBron. The WNBA has Caitlin Clark right now, and pretending otherwise doesn't make things fair. It just makes things slower, because whether the league admits it or not, she's the one who brought in the record-breaking crowds, the new viewers, and the sponsorships. The proof, her games consistently had the highest ratings of the season, and when she didn't play, those numbers dropped. That's not coincidence. That's star power, and the LPGA recognized it instantly. They didn't wait for permission or debate whether it was fair. They said, Caitlin's here. Perfect. Let's make it a show. They understood that women's sports grow when you give fans a story. And Caitlin is that story. She's talented, humble, marketable, and let's be honest, she moves numbers. That's what makes sponsors care. That's what makes media cover it. That's what builds fan bases. And the LPGA's event proved it in real time. Even the players at the event embraced no jealousy, no side comments, no passive-aggressive energy, just pure support. Nelly Korda even praised Caitlin afterward, saying she brought a fun, fresh energy to the sport. That quote alone made headlines because it showed respect, not rivalry. Meanwhile, in the WNBA, the narrative all season long has been about players not liking the attention Caitlin gets. And fans are honestly so tired of it. Because when you see the LPGA, a completely different sport, welcoming her with open arms, it just exposes how petty the WNBA culture around her has looked. The LPGA literally gave her the VIP treatment. And in return, Caitlin gave them the best kind of publicity any league could ask for, genuine, organic attention. She smiled. She signed autographs. She took pictures with fans. She even joked about her golf skills, saying something like, I hope I don't hit anyone today. Fans absolutely loved it. It was real. It was humble. And it made everyone feel included. That's how you win hearts. And the best part, the LPGA posted everything. They weren't afraid of overexposure. They knew more eyes meant more growth. By the end of the event, Caitlin was trending again, not because of drama, not because of controversy, but because of pure positivity. That's the real difference here. The LPGA turned Caitlin's presence into a celebration. The WNBA turns it into tension. And that's why fans are calling this whole moment a massive wake-up call. Because while the LPGA was busy expanding their audience, the WNBA was sitting on the sidelines, literally letting another league steal the spotlight. And it's not like the WNBA couldn't have joined the fun. They could have shared clips, congratulated her, even reposted a highlight, anything to show some unity. But instead, they stayed quiet again. It's a pattern at this point. Every time Caitlin does something big outside the WNBA, the league's reaction is exactly the same. Silent. It happened when she broke attendance records. It happened when her jersey became the top seller. And now it's happening again. While another sport celebrates her success, fans are connecting the dots. And it definitely doesn't look good because it's starting to seem like the only people who don't realize Caitlin's impact are the ones who benefit the most from it. Even sports analysts have started calling it out. One person said, "The LPGA treated Caitlin like the superstar she is. The WNBA treats her like she's a PR rip." That one sentence sums it up perfectly. The LPGA sees her as a bridge to new fans. The WNBA acts like she's a distraction. So what do you really think? Did the LPGA just show the WNBA how it's done? Was this a fun crossover moment or a major embarrassment for the league? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell because we are definitely not done calling out bad sports marketing anytime.